oftentimes our human instincts, which you don't need to feel bad about. I think it's important for people to realize when we talk about these human instincts that are the exact opposite of what you need to be doing to successfully grow your money with investments. They're very natural. There's no need to feel bad about it. Yeah. But being aware and talking and creating a platform where you say, oh gosh, I do have that happen, can be useful, because a lot of what happens and results in us making suboptimal choices, as you put it, is just noise. And so I'm kind of curious, Carl, in your experience and in all your conversations with people, why do you think it is that we pay attention to noise in the first place?
Yeah. And Peter, thanks for saying that. Like, to all the people listening, like, you'll often hear people in the finance world, particularly as behavioral finance has become a thing. There's often this almost like smug, like, look at the silly people making the silly mistakes. And I think it's really important for us to understand, like, deep empathy for all of that. Like, I make the exact same mistakes I'm really good at helping other people not make those mistakes with their money. And if I didn't have help, I would make the same mistakes, because we're hardwired to behave that way. Like, some of that wiring has literally kept us alive as a species, right? To get away from things that cause pain, and to want more of things that give us security or pleasure, right? That's really important to genetic, like, hardwiring. Well, the way it translates in the investing world is, for whatever reason, well, I know the reason. It has to do with your noise. Like, when you turn on the Financial Pornography Network, otherwise known as CNBC, and you see people yelling and screaming, sell, 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 it's bad, it's bad, it's bad, and then you go to the club and your friends are selling, well, you're tapping into now, and like, that's now translated as that generates pain. And then we've got another behavior where we like to be part of a herd. Like, if you've been told your whole life, keep your head down, don't cause trouble, right? Don't stand out. And in some cases, that's kept your family alive. And like, what happens if you get separated from the herd? So now we've got all this behavior mixed in that actually is counterproductive. And so the noise piece to me is just like, we are wired for novelty. We're wired to be scanning the horizon, looking for danger. And when something yells and waves their hands a lot and looks dangerous, we're wired to pay attention to that. And the same on the opposite side, sort of maybe the greed and excitement side. Like, we're really like, man, if there's something exciting, something that can help me have more, something that can help me feel like I've got enough, something that can help me feel like I'm going to make it through the winter. Like, where are the buffalo? Like, all of that stuff, you're like, well, I'm going to pay attention to that. That looks important. Everybody else is doing it. And so, yeah, that of course all changes once we realize that there's a big misalignment of incentives, that's more like a circus, an entertainment industry, than it is valuable. But that's why I think we're attracted to noise, is because we're wired that way.